So this video concerns the city of North Haven, Connecticut, and it has to do with their animal shelter here called the Animal Haven, which is a no-kill shelter. And unfortunately, on March 5th, one of their shelter volunteers opened up a dog's cage. It was a pit bull named Sarge, and unprovoked, he mauled her in her face. And I have seen images of these types of attacks on human beings, and they are horrific. We have to hope that she has her eyes, her mouth, she can make use of her jaw, that she has her nose and her ears still attached. From what I read, she has reconstructive surgeries ahead of her, and that means just months and months of pain. There's emotional trauma there. Thankfully, she is alive, and that is certainly the most important thing. But very, very sad when someone who obviously meant well for these animals and wanted to just help them out and take care of them has to suffer like this. And you would think that would simply be the end of the story. Because a dog so dangerous that it goes for people's faces really has no place in any community. Nobody would want a next door neighbor who has this as a pet, nor would it be safe for any individual to have a dog that has previously shown it will go for a person's face and attack them, doing tremendous damage. This dog just simply has no place in society. And so the adult responsible thing, even for a no-kill shelter, would be to put the animal to sleep. However, they have come out and said publicly that they have no intention of putting the dog to sleep. And instead, they are going to try to give the dog to another shelter. Now, does that make any sense to you at all? Like, they know that this dog is vicious. And I've heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard that some people came out in front of this shelter and protested to save the life of the dog. And I'm assuming that those would probably be fellow shelter volunteers. And I don't get that at all. That is certainly a situation where you have folks who love animals more than they love people. And now I don't know if this is true or not, but I have seen screen grabs on the internet, a prior post apparently from the New Haven, the Animal Haven, saying that they rescued the dog. I guess this was in July of last year. It was within an hour of being put to sleep from another location. And in that other town, they had deemed the dog vicious. And if that is true, it will literally be damning for this organization. I don't even know how they are allowed to keep this dog on property. The insurance, the liability risk from having a dog this dangerous. A lot of questions are going to be asked now. And especially since they are choosing not to act rationally. This is, people are not going to just let this go. Folks are going to be watching where this dog goes to, the conditions in which it's released, because too often you see the dogs be shipped off to another place, their name gets changed, their history gets wiped, and then you end up in another situation just like this again. And then folks wonder why breed discrimination against pit bulls is as high as it is. If you don't do the right thing here, you're just tossing the hand grenade to somebody else. There will be more victims in the future. Honest to God, you need to handle your business. It's not pleasant. I know that you want the best outcome for the pets under your care, but there is no place to insert this animal safely into society. You would literally have to keep it locked up in a cage for the rest of its entire life, and that is no standard of living for any dog.